says, you can leave home all you want, but home will never leave you. So that's like kind of the quote the whole thing's gonna be based on. Sans rea, have we done this prompt before? Okay. Sans rea statement suggests that home may be conceived of as a dwelling, a place, or a state of mind. It may have positive or negative associations, but in either case, it may have a considerable influence on an individual. Choose a novel or play in which a central character leaves home, yet finds that home remains significant. Write a well-developed essay in which you analyze the importance of home to this character and the reasons for its continuing influence. Explain how the character's idea of home illuminates the larger meaning of the work. Do not merely summarize the plot. So the key things to see there, well, obviously it's supposed to be about this idea of home, that's important, but it says choose a central character. So your essay should center on one character. And what they all say all the time is illuminates the larger meaning of the whole. Or if you look at the next one at the very end, it says deeper understanding of the meaning of the work as a whole. Or on the third, past contributes to the meaning of the work as a whole. That's always the way that they phrased it, at least as far as I've seen it. And all that means is the theme. Like you've got to find some kind of central theme to the project, right? So then your thesis statement is supposed to be a combination of a theme and literary qualities that help create that theme. So, Tennessee Williams uses this, this, and this to illuminate this theme. All right, so I'm going to time us on each of these. You shouldn't spend probably more than 5 minutes coming up with your thesis statement. And then if you finish your thesis statement, plan a really quick outline for how you're going to proceed to write it. Because you should probably take about 5 minutes of planning time when it comes to taking the test. You can give yourself that. Okay, ready? Go. So this is just for the first one. We have 20 seconds. Okay, I know it is so hard to get our brains working that fast this early in the morning. I kind of debated what I wanted to do first in this class because it's just like suddenly you're thrown into things and you have to do it fast. But I wanted to sort of mimic the AP test that way because our test is at 8 a.m. So I mean, it's daylight saving, so you'll feel better then. But okay, let's do the next one. This time I'm not going to read it out loud to you. So that's part of the 5 minutes. So you ready? Okay, go. You have 30 seconds. Okay. How'd you do? Did you get through it? Basically? Okay, cool. Last one. Should we try and do it faster or no? Let's do it 4 minutes this time. Let's cut it down one. All right, let's see if we can do it. You ready? Go. Okay. All right, cool. If you can write a thesis in that amount of time, then you have set yourself up really nicely for getting the essay done then in 35 minutes, because you'd have 35 minutes after this to write the essay. But once you have that thesis statement, I mean, that is the bulk of the like hard work. Once you've got your idea going, then as you're writing, you don't need to worry about things being perfect. As long as everything is sort of lining up with that thesis statement, you'll be in good shape. So what I want you to do is exchange. Let's actually have a couple different exchanges. Let's have Dalen and Angelina work together this time, and then Kylie and Brooklyn, and just trade thesis statements. All right, you guys, I want you at home, I want you to decide who has the best, or which one is your best thesis statement, and put it in the chat box. Okay, so you guys are going to decide out of their 3 thesis statements, which one you think is the best. So read through the 3, see, when you're thinking about what's the best, it's not necessarily about the grammar being perfect or the way that it's worded sounding really smart. What you're looking for is an idea that you think is going to make for a really good essay, and making sure that it has both themes and literary qualities to it. Okay, give it a shot. And just put a big star next to the one you think is the best. Okay, everyone's chosen. All right, I want you to talk to that person, and I want you to not only explain why that thesis is the best. Let's start with the positive and say, this is why this thesis is very good. But then I also want you to say why the other 2 were not quite as good. So I want you to give some constructive feedback for the other 2 thesis statements too. Okay, meet together. For you guys at home, I want Kylie, you're gonna read this. It says Megan Wahlberger, but that's Emberly. You're gonna read Emberly's thesis and give some positive feedback to it. And then same thing, Emberly, you're gonna read Kylie's thesis and write some positive feedback here in the chat box. Try and get specific about what works.
There's a lot of different ways you can do it. And then I really liked your other 2 essays. I just think that this one, like there's just, I don't know, I feel like desire is like the biggest thing, and you have a lot of evidence. So.
I really liked your second one, because like it's
No, it's okay. I didn't think so.
like there's a lot that can be
Oh, I just saw that too. Yeah. Well, good. Now Emberly can see it.
Yeah, how it comes to the whole values, like how she thinks the sacrifices. So I think for the last there's a lot of like contrast you can explore. And that makes it like a really good complexity. The other ones were pretty good. I just think, I feel like they were a little bit too big, but I mean, like how it says, ultimately, I use their past great values. I feel like there's a little bit more in depth to go into it. And then this one, I think you could specify what the play is arguing that home is. Instead of saying like what home can do, which is good, but like what is home?
Yeah.
What is the place saying home is?
Okay,
And
yeah.
then, but yeah.
No, good job.
Yeah, in fact.
Me too.
Did you feel like it was the same thesis that you felt was your strongest, that the other person felt was your strongest as well? It was for you, Brooklyn? What about you,
Yeah, I
Carly?
think you
Yeah.
got me too.
Okay, so for yours, what made it, what in your head, what made it the strongest, like as you were looking at your own?
I feel like on the other ones, like she was saying, I think I was just kind of vague. Like I was just kind of, I ran out of time. I'm like, I'll just.
You're like, oh, hurry, get a
something.
theme in there. Yeah,
But then I like had enough time to articulate it a little bit more, so.
got it. Okay. And was it your second for both of you? It was your last one. Okay, cool. Angelina and Dalen, did they choose, did she, you're both she, did it, I don't know why I can't say this plural. Did you guys choose the same one that you thought was your own best? Like, did Dalen choose the one that you thought was the best, Angelina? No, Dalen, did she choose the best one for you, do you think? Well, that's good to get the feedback then. Okay, so I think what I was hearing from that, because I was able to listen to these two and eavesdrop, is specificity of theme is really what is making the essay the strongest. And that's true for the essays that you want to read too. Like, pretend you're a grader. Wouldn't you rather get an essay that's like gives you some like new specific thing to think about the past, or something new about sacrifice that like you're actually going to want to read? And it's the only way you get that is through specificity of that theme and trying to find something that maybe not everybody has said. Okay, you can, actually, I want to look at these. I'll give you points for doing this. Is your name on it? Oh yeah, I remembered to put a name thing. Okay, so Kylie and Emberly, will you submit that to the Canvas assignment that you were open? It was open to you? Okay. I'm glad you guys are. Thank you. Okay, so you are going to do a timed essay. Exciting. It's a chance to show off all your skills. So this is the question 3 on the test. This is the one where they give you the big list of books to choose from. And when it comes to the actual test and when we start reviewing, you get to choose whichever one you want to do. The one that we haven't done timed yet, if I'm remembering correctly, or if we have, we've only done one, is the short passage style of essay. And I know I haven't gotten back to you on the COIL essays that you wrote. I'm going to be doing that while you write this. But the thesis statements work the same way. So you're still trying to think of a theme, even though look how short it is. It's only this long. It's very short. You still have to think of what is like a general sort of truth about human nature that is coming forward in this particular passage. And this passage is about 2 men, so it might be truth about masculinity. It's why I chose it with Streetcar Named Desire. So it's some truth though about human nature that's coming forward. That's the theme. And then you still use the literary qualities of the passage to back up that theme. Now, it will tell you, it will give you an idea of what to talk about, but it's always very vague, right? Like, it's like, evaluate these characters and think about word choice and dialogue, you know, like it's pretty vague in the way that it points out these literary characteristics. So it's your job to find something a little more interesting than they give you in the prompt. Like, it's your job to take what they give you in the prompt when they say tone and make it a little more specific. What tone is it? Or what is interesting about the narrative pace, or what is interesting about these characters? That's what you're trying to pick out. Okay, are you ready? I want to apologize a little bit for doing this to you on daylight savings time because it just lined up that way. But we're gonna get through it, and then afterwards we get to watch this BBC program about boys hanging out in a house together without adult supervision. So we'll do something fun after. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna start the timer, don't start reading yet.
Yeah, like just do one of these. Okay, you guys at home, you guys are added to that on Canvas, and now I'm gonna publish it. 1 second, guys.
Wait, was it really?
It
Oh my
was.
gosh.
I had pie
I
too.
didn't even process that.
I had banana cream. What kind did you have?
Cherry.
Cherry pie? That's
Cherry
very good.
pie with vanilla ice cream.
Okay, that's really good. I've added you guys to the assignment. It's called Timed Short Passage Pickle. And if you want to do it now, like Emberly, I think it makes a lot of sense for you to do it now. Kylie, if you can't do it now because of your situation, then do it later. But you can do it. Awesome. What a good student. All right. You guys ready here? 40 minutes. Okay, go.